Guess what? It's 7:30 p.m. on a weekday or Friday night, and I decided to do some tiling. So I dug out a bunch of stuff from the storage building, and that's all I have, which I thought I had more than that, but I guess not. So I'm going to be going to the Lowe's, and I'm going to get some tile because I really want to do this project, and while I'm at it, I might go ahead and get some drywall for the living room project. I'm just suddenly in a project mood. I don't know what it is. But now all of a sudden, like, I want to do renovation projects suddenly. So I'm going to do that. Hello, I'm going to go in all my paint clothes to the Lowe's. Yay. I'm back home. I got my tile and I'm ready to get to work. Yeah. It's too zoomed in. So I emptied this whole box, and that is what I have from this whole box, and then the ones that I had, the sheets I had left over. I also have some that I had excess from these strips that I had to cut off, so I'll save that for later, but I think this is all that I'm going to do tonight. I don't really know how I'm going to approach doing the tile around the door frame. I'll figure that out when I get to it, but I really want to get this done so that maybe tomorrow, I don't know about tomorrow, but maybe tomorrow I can go ahead and cut the tile for that right there, and I could go ahead and finish tiling that step. So yeah, that's why I haven't finished tiling the step, is because I wanted to get the floor done first so that the step could go over top of it. So now it is time to mix the mastic and get to tiling. Alright, I'm done with what I have. I wiped up the floor. I'm thinking about just putting some cling film on the top of this. Hopefully that can preserve it until tomorrow. Tomorrow, maybe day after tomorrow, because I need to let this dry and then grout it, and then I can do the rest of this tile over here and then grout that, because I haven't grouted that part yet. And then I can go ahead and start on the wainscoting project. And I did see a table saw at the antique shop today. I might have shown you, for $75. And I think I'm going to go back and get it because I really think I would use it quite often. And for the wainscoting, I'm going to need a table saw or beadboard, whatever I end up going with. So that project is done, and the little kitten has not gotten in the way as much as I thought she would. Hey there, Rat Shadow. I thought she would dump over the bucket or something crazy. So, of course, the tile isn't perfectly even, but you can't really tell. It's good enough. It's really good for me. I'm happy with it. And the gaps around the edges, that's going to be covered up with the tile over here on this side and with the beadboard, and then the baseboard over here. So I'm really not worried about that. Alright, I got it clean filmed up. I'm just going to leave it out here. Hopefully it doesn't dry in this indoor weather. I'm really happy with the floor. I'm excited to get it all done. I took a shower and then moved the rug back out here, this little pink rug, and I love it right here, y'all. I think I'm gonna get a different one for the bathroom and keep that one out there. Look how cute that is, with the pink lampshade and then the pink rug. I think that's perfect. So I'm gonna keep that out there, and then in here I'll find something different, something to match over here with that. And also, it's supposed to rain tonight at midnight. There's a 50% chance of rain, so I went ahead and brought my drywall in. It's huge. But I probably should have only gotten one of them. But I mean, now I have two just in case I need to. So tomorrow, maybe Monday, we'll see. I start work next week. So I'll see if I have the energy or time, but I want to go ahead and shave this all down first and pound those nails back up into the wood, and then I'll measure and cut the drywall, screw it in, put what's it called, spackling over the holes, and then paint it, and I think that'll be good. I'll watch a couple YouTube videos on how other people do it just to see if I need to do something a little different, but that's the plan. Good morning. It's a couple days later. It is Sunday, July 27th. I did rummage around the storage building. I found my charcoal colored grout. So that's awesome. I brought in a piece of wood from taking out this wall. Whoops. And I'm going to put that there. I need to take the screws out of it, but I don't have my own screwdriver. I don't have my own screwdriver. I've been borrowing a friend's screwdriver, so I want to go to Lowe's, get my own screwdriver. I want to get the same brand as my lawnmower, and just keep getting the same brand so that the batteries are, you know, interspersible. I want to get that, and then I need to take these screws out. I need to screw that piece of wood right there, and then I can shave off the excess drywall, and then I can measure and cut up this drywall. I think I can just use my X-Acto knife for that. I don't think I'm going to need a table saw for a piece of drywall. I can just cut it with a sharp object, and then I'll do that. I might get to that today, I might not. I also have this to mix the grout in. Alright, here's a quick before. I'm also going to grout this right there. And then once that's done drying, probably at the end of the day today, I can seal it. And then after I seal that, I can work on putting the tiles over here and finishing that step. So hopefully all of this area will be done by the end of this week. And even more hopefully, I'll have the wainscoting / beadboard done also by the end of this week. So hopefully, like from this point on over, I'll have all of that half of the bathroom completed. So that will be awesome to finally get that done. This takes so long. I'm finally done grouting. I think I've been doing this for like 2 hours, maybe a little bit less than 2 hours, but oh my word, it takes so long. But now I'm going to let that dry before I give it one final wipe down, because it's still a little wet, and so every time I wipe it down it streaks a little bit more, so I'm going to let it dry, and then I'm going to go over it with a dry paper towel or two. Right when I started grouting, I thought to myself, I could have just finished tiling and then grouted it all at once, but hey, oh, that dang cat. But I didn't do that, so I'm going to let that dry, and then I'm going to dry it off. Then I'm going to go over here and I'm going to tile this area. And then tomorrow maybe I will grout the rest. And then I can go in with the wainscoting beadboard situation and the trim around the floor, move the furniture back in here, and I'll have this half all buttoned up. I'm very excited about that. Well, I should have waited to do the grout, because now I'm getting mastic all over the grout lines, and I'm going to have to redo it or like stain it to make it darker. So I did want to do this with pieces that I had left over, my scrap tile. Sorry, baby. My scrap tile from the shower. So I got this much done with scrap tile, and I'm going to have to cut pieces for this part up here. Obviously, it's a step. So I'm thinking maybe I'll have one of these little corner pieces, but I don't know. Hey. I kind of wish that I would have had these over here towards the outside, so I wouldn't have to do that, this little bit right here, but I think it would look the best if I did that. I don't know. But yeah, I want to finish this today, because this actually, even though I put the cling film over the top of it, it dried out still. So I want to use that up today. I don't have a lot left. This bag is almost empty. So I want to go ahead and get the step and the tiles over here completed today. Man, I've got a lot to do today. I came up with a better solution. So I'm going to use these little guys right here. I need to get one more full-size one, and then I have one that I can cut that I've already cut right here. And also these, and I'm going to stick those, boop, 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 boop. This is actually longer, but I'm going to get some of these as well to line that right there. And that little guy keeps popping off. It's making me mad. So hopefully by the time I get home, these will be pretty dry, stuck on there. Those are already on there. And then I can finish the step. I think that's great, and I won't have to cut as many pieces. So, and it'll be more even, because all the small pieces will be the same size. So yay! Time to go to the store. Got what I need. Got a little bit extra also, just in case. Okay, Good morning. It's first thing Monday morning. These are the first words that I'm saying. And I forgot to show you the step. That's what it ended up looking like. I have not grouted it yet. I'm going to do that today. But today I also have work. It's our first day back at in-service. So got to go to work. And we hear back about callbacks today. So today's a very anxiety-inducing day, or just nerve-wracking day. So that's what it looks like. I've got tiles over here holding up the bottom tile right there. I didn't put tile in the skinny part underneath because I want to do trim all the way up to that point. And then over here, I think I'm going to do the beadboard and not do the bottom trim yet. I don't know, maybe I'll go ahead and do the beadboard and trim, but I'm thinking I can just slide the tile up under there. I think maybe I'm going to come in here with a saw, just a hand saw, and just saw off this like bottom part right there of the door frame so I can slide the tile up under here. I want to go ahead and do that before I put the wainscoting beadboard situation and floor base trim on, because if I put that on first, it's going to be hard to cut this without cutting that. So yeah, I think that's going to be a project as well, getting this taken care of. But that's what the progress is. I'm excited to finally have all the tile grouted. It's exciting. And then I can give my friend back her saw, finally, after a whole year of having it. Dum-dum! This is what it looks like in the grouting process. 2 of the tiles came off. So I'm just praying that the grout will hold them in place well enough. But yeah, about to start wiping it off. Good afternoon, y'all. Closer to evening. So this is where I'm going to stop the video. I didn't end up finishing this. I do think I want to do another tile right there. I haven't caulked this yet, but I am going to caulk right under that gap right there. But I want to stop right there because that's all I'm going to have time to do for the next couple weeks or so while the school year is getting started up, and I really do want to give y'all a video because I haven't in a couple of weeks. So that is going to be it for today's video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one if you watch the next one. Bye!